Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. That's Rachel.
Rewrite it, Dawn, bitches.
Over the weekend, if you didn't watch the amazing knockout in UFC that's
And the
gone
prelims.
immediately went viral.
I retweeted out the clip and quoted the guy being like, "Thanks for holding my leg, bro." So he goes with a kick and the guy catches it, right? And then he's like, "That's all right." He just turns and spins and gets him with the other kick and clean knocks this guy out. And when you see it in slow-mo, it's like you see his eyes be like he does the whole.
It was a great knockout. I mean, I thought it's a great knockout. It was immediately touted as the greatest knockout ever, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Century. I heard somebody use century.
But it was great. It was a really amazing viral knockout. Congratulations to everybody involved in that. However, whatever the opposite of congratulations is to Scott Van Pelt from Sportscenter.
It made the Sportscenter top 10.
Yeah, and so obviously they're going to show it. They're the UFC's television partner. Well, Scott Van Pelt, he don't like it, right?
Well, so he's hosting, right? Like Sportscenter. That clip comes up, plays, and Scott Van Pelt's reaction is like, I don't like that. And it's just kind of like...
It's okay for Scott Van Pelt to have his own personal opinion. It is silly for him as working at the highlight clip show, SportsCenter, for the UFC's television partner. That's not I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, so this is SportsCenter, not Scott Van Pelt's own personal show, where he can give all the opinions he wants to give.
Disagree with the premise. I get that some people don't like combat sports. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
You're not a fan.
Yeah.
However, this is not a case of some random stranger knocking another random stranger out cold. This is a case where two people, this is their chosen profession, this is the sport that they do. Mm-hmm. These guys both know what can possibly happen and get hit all the time, even when we don't watch them.
Yeah.
And so I don't think, I think that, I don't know, this is the sport.
Not enjoy. So I think particularly what he didn't like was he got knocked out and then he fell and hit the canvas. And sometimes when fighters get knocked out, their heads go back and they hit the canvas kind of hard. All of us that are fight fans, boxing or MMA, we know that that's not a good thing. It's not ever something that I hope a guy gets knocked out and then just falls and knocks his head real hard, bounces it off the canvas. None of it. Nobody. I don't know anybody like that. But I think that that's what he didn't like. But the way he reacted was kind of to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It seemed to give a feeling that if you were a fight fan and you enjoyed the skill of the kick that got the knockout, that Scott Van Pelt was he's better than me. He's
you know what word that comes up in my mind? Uppity.
His quick reaction that gave a feeling to fight fans that was like, hey, hold up.
So the best thing was that night someone saw it. She's a writer. Her name is Alex. I don't know how to say her last name. But anyway, she's in the story that we wrote for Heavy.
She posted before she went to bed. But before he received the wrath of UFC fans, she posted a picture of Big Bird on some kind of cart of some sort, riding along with the words on it, "Rewrite it, Dawn, bitches."
Pretty great. And because it was prophetic, because by the time I saw it,
she didn't know that UFC fight fans were literally going to write it down.
Maybe she did know, because that's what happened, because all we know is now Scott Van Pelt that next morning spent a lot of his day defending what he did and what he said. And to be fair, to give him credit, he did openly discuss his thoughts on it, and he added some nuance to the conversation, which obviously is not going to play well on Twitter, right?
It's hard to have nuance
so
on
I do
Twitter.
it
So, and I'm not neither of us are here to rage at Scott Van Pelt or throw him under a bus. I totally understand his opinion, and we both we are friends with people who would not watch the sports that we watch. They're not comfortable with it. And I think the most important thing is that if you're not comfortable with it, you don't watch it.
My opinion, though, is that if I worked for the UFC's television partner, I would hold that kind of stuff to myself, because it's not really my place. That's not the forum. That's not the forum for me to express my personal opinion about whatever.
Seems
that's my opinion, not that
the right forum.
Not that he doesn't like combat sports. I get that. I get that.
Yeah, I would also say that it's okay that people can have more than one reaction to a knockout. So I have often
you will always tear up.
Yeah, I almost always cry during a knockout because not only do I see the skill involved for the knockout and how like amazing that is, but how the other fighter feels if he's hurt. I mean, last week we saw, right, like a huge knockout in boxing.
Yeah.
Fight of the year, KO of the year. And it was legitimately like scary for a moment while we watched this fighter attempt to recover from being knocked out.
Yeah.
So I think you can have more than one reaction. It was just Scott Van Pelt's immediate reaction seemed to be like, oh, you guys are all a bunch of cavemen for like this stuff.
It was kind of being talked down to.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like
That's
that.
how it felt.
Scott Van Pelt.
That's how
Stop
it felt.
doing that. Don't do that. Okay? We can be friends anyway, but just don't do it. Hey, I got knocked down in sparring last week.
Yes, like, you've seen our recent videos. You saw a black eye on Kelsey.
Like, it was like a pretty legit knockdown to the point where all I know is like I was like standing up, and then the next thing I knew, I was on my knees, and I was like, "What happened?" You know what I mean? So it's part of the training. It's part of the sport. It happens. That kind of thing happens. Where am I? I was like, "Where am I? What happened?"
Hey, well, I know where you are. You're subscribed to Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel. And hey, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that I'm not a liar. See how that works?
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to make Rachel into a liar?